you are going to be classified as non-productive.
I tried to duet this video over 4 times, and after 30 seconds, it just go blank. So this video was not allowing me to duet it. But I want all of y'all to go back, and I want all of y'all to listen to what this lady is saying on this video. Everything that she is saying is not 100% accurate. What I will tell you is that as of 2019, and I've been speaking on this for over 2 years, as of 2019, we are not United States citizens anymore. The corporation ended it in 2019. This is why for Black Americans, mostly, the majority, every Black American, matter of fact, every American in this country, we are no longer Americans anymore. We are basically free people. Okay, and I've been saying this shit since 2021. Since the United States Corporation, the corporation ended it in 2020. That means every American citizen is free. We are not American citizens anymore. We are not even slaves anymore. That means we don't have to work. We don't have to vote. We don't have to do nothing. But they are not going to tell you this because they still need your energy. They still need you to work. So as of right now, as of August the 4th of 2025, we are not United States citizens because United States don't even exist. We are no longer slaves to the corporation. We don't have to work. We don't have to do nothing. We are literally free people walking around on this planet, okay? And I have been saying this shit for a minute. What this lady is saying that when you get the new ID, because back in 2022, I didn't know nothing about the real ID system because I had lost my ID back in 2020. I had lost it. And I had went back to get my new replacement ID. And I, in fact, have a real ID, but I didn't know that it was a real ID. And I have a star on my ID. You can either have the black star or you can have the gold star. I have the gold star on my ID. That means that I am restricted from going in any federal buildings, any certain government buildings. If you got the gold star, that means you have full access to anywhere, long as it's not government official places, right? So what she is saying is that they are globally, like the one world order government. This is what this lady is saying on this computer is basically a part of the one world government. Because right now, our government in the United States has ended. We are free people. But she's trying to make it seem like that if the lady on the computer is trying to make it seem like if you don't get this new ID, if you don't be in compliance with the new government system, the new world order system, you are a part of the Babylonian. You are a part of the evil. That is a lie. If you don't comply with this new government system, you are considered a free human being. But they're not going to tell you that. So when you get this new ID, you are basically a part of the universal government. You are a part of the 168 nations. You are a part of the universal government, right? Then she tried to say that if you are non-compliant, if you don't get this ID system, you are non-compliant. Now, if you get this ID, right, I will show y'all mine, but I can't find it right now. If y'all was to get this real ID, it does not mean that you are a part of the new world order system because it's more than just getting the ID. The getting the ID is just for identification purposes. That's all that it means. So what she's trying to say is that if you don't get this new ID, this real ID, you are basically in compliance. That means that they are most likely going to kill you because you are basically a free human being. Okay? So do not let this woman on this computer fool you or lie to you because she's making it seem like if you don't be obedient to the system, you are non-compliant, you have no identity because you don't have no identity because you are a free human being that can walk around this planet wherever you want without doing anything. But if you are a part of the universal government by getting this universal ID, then that proves that you belong to something. Then she tried to say that white people, this land is not really their land. Okay, we've been knew that this land didn't belong to white people. And that is basically letting us know that the UN and the other countries and nations know that the United States land is not owned by white people. Now all of a sudden that they need y'all to apply for this new real ID. Now all of a sudden they want to tell white people this ain't your land. And if you don't get this new ID, you got to go back to your land. Why didn't y'all been tell these white people the truth and let them know that they don't own nothing? So now the only way that they can scare white people, because white people are privileged to a high extent. And white people feel like they can do and say and go wherever they want. So now they're trying to tell white people, okay, if you don't get this new ID, you're going to have to go back where you came from. And honestly, white people don't have no homeland because white people have stolen every land that they have touched. Now, this is the truth. I'm not being biased. But white people do not own anything on this earth. Everything that they have ever owned, they have stolen. So this is why in the video, the black lady is saying that if white people don't get this ID and get identified, they are going to have to go back where they came from. And white people doesn't have a homeland because everywhere they have ever settled, they have stolen it. So they basically trying to scare white people and saying, look, you don't get this real ID, you are going to be killed because black people are the majority. And white people was always raised to find out that they were the majority. Now the truth is coming out. And now the truth is coming out because they're trying to scare people into getting in this new world government system. Now, I had just said on my live day before yesterday that black melanated people has always been the majority. Always. Black people have never been the minority. And now the UN wants to finally come out and tell white people that they are really the minorities. Come on now. They are trying to fear us to get in this new government system. And if you are not in compliance, you are basically going to get your fucking head chopped off. So basically what they're saying is that if you don't participate in this new world government system, you are going to die because you are going to be a free person. Because right now, the United States Corporation is done. We are standing on free land. That means we don't got to do shit, people. And I've been saying this shit for a minute. We don't got to do nothing. Nothing at all. But the fact that we are coming into the one world order system, the one world currency, the one world government, the one world religion, they are now trying to fear us into getting into this new system. Because if you get into this new system, you are a part of the one world government system. If you don't comply with it, that makes you a free human being. Don't let this woman scare y'all and tell y'all that y'all are part of the Babylonian system, because the Babylonian system has died off. The Babylon system has already died. This is why we are walking around as free human beings. We are no longer slaves to the system because the system does not exist. So how can you belong to the Babylonian system if it does not exist? So basically, if you don't be in compliance with this new government system, you are considered a free human being. You won't have no identity. You won't have anything because you are free from the system. But they're not going to tell you that. If you be in compliance with this new government system, that means eventually you're going to have to get into with the new currency. You're going to have to get into with the new religion. So they, like I've been saying, they are going to slowly do it. But now they notice that a lot of majority of Americans is not in compliance. So now they're going to try to force you to get into it. You don't get into this new government system, they're going to cut your head off. You don't get into this new government system, then you're going to have to go back where you came from. They are doing the same thing that they did with us in COVID. The same thing that they did with us. They're going to try to scare us into getting into this new system. And the rules and the regulations and the punishment is going to be way harsher. And I mentioned this shit over and over and over. And now it's coming into the light now. They're going to try to scare us in getting into this new world order system.